Hey, this is Matt Sapienza here at the ARG Easter States in Maryland at Xanadu Games, and I'm here with
Kyle Beggs.
And what did you just do today, Kyle?
I somehow got third place after Swiss and got top 8.
And what did you play today?
I played Danger Thunder Dragon.
Ooh, Thunder. Let's get into the profile.
All right. Most of it's pretty straightforward. I guess I did a little bit of a deviation, but for the most part, a lot of it's just tried and true. So for starters, 3 Battery Man Solar, 3 Phantom Sky Blaster. These are both really good to open. Phantom Sky Blaster is really broken, and I honestly think it should be banned. That being said, though, if I went second, a lot of the times I actually would side it out, just because against like decks like Striker or Salamangreat, or anything playing a lot of back row or hand traps, they're more likely to have an answer to it if they've gone first. And especially if I'm siding in Denko, I don't want to have too many normal summons, and Solar is still really important just because it gets you to your Thunders. So Phantom Sky Blaster is generally the one I side out, but it's still absolutely absurd if it walks, and you usually just win if it resolves. So yeah. For Dangers, I only played 10. I played 3 Nessie, 3 Jackalope, 3 Tsuchinoko, and Bigfoot. No Mothman, no Chupacabra. I wanted the Dangerous to be cards that could walk regardless of whether or not they hit or miss, so these ones are the obvious 3 where even if you miss with them, you still get something out of it. Bigfoot isn't like that, but he's still really good for spot removal, which never really came up today, but the one situation that did come up is that he's a level 8, so I summoned him off of Saryuja and then used him in Diablos to make ranking. And I honestly don't really like Mothman at all. I played it at YCS Atlanta, and it was awful, really. Every time I missed with it, I just lost the game. So for Thunders, I actually played a really small Thunder count. I played 3 Thunder Dragon, 2 Dark, only 1 Hawk and 1 Roar, and then the 1 Duo.
Why the Duo?
Duo is incredible, and honestly, I'd be surprised if anybody's not playing this. Just like being able to search it and just like banish more Thunders or just banish more things for board presence. It's level 8, so you can make rank 8s with it. It's a good thing to search if you've like already used Hawk or Thunder Dragon. I don't know, this card's incredible. Like, I've always thought this is good, even in pure Thunder Dragon. I was always surprised when people wouldn't play it, just because even if you hard draw, you can just go off with the other Thunders in your graveyard. Thunder Dragon is the best one and really the only one you want to draw, so you play 3 of it, and just increasing your hand size is really good because this deck has a lot of discard effects. It increases the odds of you like hitting your Dangers. I actually didn't play this in Atlanta, and I really wish I did because the card's honestly incredible. Like, it's been so good every time I've had it. The reason I only played 2 Dark, Hawk and Roar, is because like the Thunders are really important for the deck, but they're really not that good to draw, especially Hawk and Roar. Roar you usually want to either send to the graveyard with Solar, or you want to leave it in the deck and then use it later to grab the Hawk back, which I did a lot today. There were a lot of times where I made the full play without using Roar, and then later on I would just search out the Roar, discard it to put Hawk back in my hand, and then revive again and make another Colossus on the next turn. But they don't really do anything in your hand to get your game going, so you would rather search them out. So I would rather just search them than draw them, and it's like sometimes it's unfortunate if they get discarded, but that never really happened today. 2 Dark is mostly just because you can use its effect to search itself, which comes up sometimes. And then Mini Chaos Dragons, 3 white, 2 black, standard ratio. I don't really have any complaints with it. And then for Dragons, I played 2 Defrag. This card's actually really nice. There's a lot of scenarios where like you can just do some pretty off-the-wall plays with it, either from hand or from graveyard. Diablos and Wyvern for the combo. 1 Destrudo. I played this as an extender and just like as my 40th card. Sometimes just being able to get you there with another link material is very, very useful. And then you can summon it from the deck with LP or Hieratic Seal. And then sometimes it just helps you push for game. The paying half your life points kind of sucks, and I almost lost in time today because of that. But I think the benefits greatly outweigh any cons for it. I don't play like Azir or Mermare or anything. I just use it as a link extender. And the last monster is 3 Levianeer. This is the deck's bomb. It's amazing. If you don't play 3 of this, I don't know what you're doing wrong. That's like most of the games I win are just by dropping multiple of this. And then second light because Pot of Greed. And it's 40 cards.
All right, let's move on to the extra deck.
Extra. I only played 2 Colossus. I have very rarely needed 3 of this, and usually if I find myself needing 3, the game has gone on way longer than I wanted it to. So I figured it would be better to just play other cards in the extra deck that are more likely to come up in the 3rd Colossus, and it's been working great. I've never, like in the past weeks or so, I've never really needed 3 of this. Hot Red, I was playing Crystal Wing before today. I switched to Hot Red because I felt like Striker and Salamangreat were on the rise, and Crystal Wing is good against Striker, or Crystal Wing's good against Salamangreat, rather. But it's like Hot Red is better against Striker, and Hot Red is also better against like a lot of rogue matchups, which I ran into today. So I'm definitely glad I played this. It was nice. Crystal Wing is a lot better in the mirror though, and that's like probably the one time I really wish I had it. 1 Zombie Stein. I didn't play the Dark Matter Arcbrave thing, mostly because I didn't have it. But I also felt like I just didn't have space in the extra deck to fit the Dark Matter and everything I wanted to. So I just played Zombie Stein instead. And this was pretty nice the few times it came up. A lot of the times you get disrupted though, so you don't even get to the rank 8. I considered playing Samafon the Sky Prison just to like lock out the graveyards, but because sometimes you just don't have a card to send for Zombie Stein. But Zombie Stein was definitely really nice whenever I summoned it. 2-star Yuja, this card should be limited. Drawing 8 cards in 1 turn is not okay. Borreload, the only reason I really played this over Borreload Sword is because of the mirror, but neither it or Borreload Sword came up, really. Summon Sorceress and Reaper Daucus. You generally only want to use this as a backup plan because you generally want to start with Star Yuja and then just draw into dragons. But this is good for like if you need to like throw together a play and then get combo from there, which I did several times today. So yeah. The Nightmares, they're just really good utility. Link Spider for Phantom Sky Blaster. The Guard Dragons for the combo, and then honestly MVP of the day was Hieratic Seal of the Heavenly Spheres. This card's amazing. If you can't make Star Yuja, like the second Star Yuja after doing the Guard Dragon plays, you just use LP and Agripane to make this. You contribute any monster you control on your opponent's turn to bounce any card in the field it doesn't target. And then if it's tributed, you can summon a dragon from your deck, but its attack and defense becomes 0. I mainly used it just as a bounce for disruption, but I know there's a play that I found out about today where you can summon like Ether the Evil Empowering Dragon. I didn't find out about it until after the event started, so I usually just summon like Destrudo or Eclipse Wyvern from the deck. There was one situation where I used this and I tributed my own Levianeer to revive Diablos from the graveyard. But this card was really nice, just disrupting things. This like won me my final round in Swiss just by like bouncing Gazelle against Salamangreat.
All right, let's move on to the side deck.
Yep. 3 Phantasme. This card is amazing when going second. I don't really like it going first, so I don't really decide it. I didn't want to main it. Maybe 1, but I think everything else I mained was more important. Maybe cut the Destrudo and put 1 to the main just because there's 1 card I wish I sided, which I'll get to after everything else. 3 Lancia for the mirror. I only played the mirror once or combo once, and it was against Daniel Shogun in round 3 or 4. And I sided 2 of these in going first, just in case he stopped me, I could stop him. It was a terrible idea, and I probably lost because of that, because I couldn't get my plays going. So I definitely would not do that again. 3 Denko, this card's amazing against macro decks. Even just like there are a lot of times where I wouldn't open it, and I would just start my plays, and they wouldn't respond with any back row, and then I was just drawn to Denko and drop it, and then just try and win from there. It works mostly. 3 Pankratops. This card is just some of the best spot removal in the game, just how versatile and powerful it is. And then 3 Electric Virus. I put this in the last minute just in case I ran into the mirror, but I only ran into it once and I lost 2-0, so I never had the chance to side it in. The one card I wish I sided, and I was actually siding it until last night, was the Winged Dragon of Ra, because I was like, I don't really have a way to out Sphere Mode, so I figured, well, if they Sphere Mode me, I can just summon the Winged Dragon of Ra with 4,000 attack, pay like 7,000 life points, and pop 7 cards on the board. And then, nobody was Sphere Moding me, so I cut it out. And then today I got Sphere Moded twice, naturally. So I think moving forward, if I were to change anything, I might move one of the Phantasmi to the main and cut the Destrudo, and then put the Winged Dragon Raw back in for when I'm going first. But I don't know. The Destrudo was really nice today, aside from like one situation. and like if I get sphere moded, it's whatever. I still won those 2 games where I got sphere moded, and also I'm not sure how much longer this deck's gonna live because we're gonna get a ban list in like probably by the end of the month for sure. So,
all right. Do you have any shout outs?
Yeah, shout outs to Matt for doing the video. Shout outs to Peter for helping me playtest and theorize everything and for getting first today with Striker. Shout outs to EXP Games and Xanadu Games for having an awesome venue and hosting awesome events. If you guys are in the Maryland area, you should definitely come by Xanadu at Laurel Games. It's just an awesome place.
All right, and you got this pretty little mat here with Jackalope and Snake.
I did.
Tell us what else you got.
Also I have one more shout out.
Oh. Go ahead.
Shout out to Pat Hoban's book. Well, Pat Hoban and his book, Road to the King, because that honestly helped me with like a lot of the theory. And honestly, I feel like since reading that book, I've been doing way better. So, like, regardless of your opinion on Hoban, like read that book. It's amazing.
All right, that'll do it here at Xanadu Games. Check us out on Facebook and EXP Games as well. Thank you, Kyle.